Hello everyone, and welcome back to the long-awaited RealReal update. I have not done one of these in about 2 months because I skipped last month. I did that because I was actually trying to sign up for the RealReal affiliate program because I know a lot of you have signed up because of me. And technically I am part of that now, but it's kind of a strange, complicated affiliate program. It's not the normal hit my link below and you can get $10 and I'll get $10. It's you need to send me your email address and full name. I can give it to them and then you're put under me as an affiliate. It only works if you have never consigned before and you're going to consign or make a purchase. That's it. So if any of you are interested in sending me that, no pressure. I know you don't always want to share your own personal information, but if you would like and you're planning on consigning with the RealReal, please email me or Instagram DM me your first name, last name, and email, and I can send it to them and you can be a referral under me. They said they're trying to work on links so that you can just hit a link and sign up under me, but whatever. I don't know. I don't really care. I want you guys to make money. It's not like it does much for me anyways, but if you want to, you can. But let's jump into it. As usual, if this is your first time watching this since I didn't do one last month, what I share with you is the items that the RealReal accepted from me in the month and what they sold for me in the month. This will be covering January of 2020. They pay out on the 15th of the month after. So February 15th, they paid out for the month of January. That's when I do the videos around the 15th, sometimes a little before, sometimes after, just so I kind of know what's actually sold and what's not going to be returned, etc. I want to give you the most accurate information. These videos can get a little long. I'm going to try to make it quick because I don't want to keep you guys here as I'm just listing off items. So let's just jump into it. First, I will be sharing with you what they accepted from me. This is stuff that I sent into them. They took it, priced it, took pictures, it's listed, accepted. These are brands they've taken from me. If you didn't know, you can send in items that aren't necessarily on their designer list. I will link my RealReal how-to video below. It shows you how to do that. So these are the items that the RealReal took from me for January of 2020. First off, we have these Stuart Weitzman embellished patent leather sandals. They priced these at $65. They usually price Stuart Weitzman's between $50 and I've seen up to $125 for newer, nicer ones. Obviously, if you had some with fur or Sherpa or something, they might price them even higher, but they always take Stuart Weitzman. You know, the older ones are harder to sell, kind of like this one. I don't know if you can see the label on the shoe there, but it's an older label, so I am very happy with that price. MCM Vintage Vesitos backpack, $275 they marked it at. I'm fine with that. I got a couple of these at once from a situation that popped up. I got a few of them. I have some listed in my Poshmark if you're interested. I just wanted to send one into them and see what they would do with it, and I'm okay with the $275 price tag. It's an older one. I didn't expect top of the line money. Andrew Mark mid-rise skinny pants. I've sent in 3 or 4 pair of these exact pants to them, and I actually just thrifted some yesterday that I'll be sending in. That'll be in the haul coming up on Thursday. They always mark them at about $100, and they usually sell pretty quick, so I'm excited with that. Ted Baker long sleeve crew neck t-shirt. I don't think they take Ted Baker very often. It's definitely not on their designer list, but they happen to take some from me this month, so that's pretty exciting. I had tried some in other months and they didn't take it. Another Ted Baker long sleeve v-neck t-shirt, $25. They don't mark it up, so if you can sell it yourself, you should. Norma Kamali trench coat. They price this at $160, and you'll see in the solds, it's already sold. Norma Kamali is not on their list, but they take it from me quite often and it always sells instantly. They should just put it on the list. I don't know why they don't. Halston wool long coat. I'm not sure if Halston's on the list, but they did take it the first time I sent it in. A lot of times I try things multiple times, if you didn't know that. They priced it at $125. That's fine with me. Super nice bougie coat. You know that retailed at $2,000. Ted Baker knit button-up shirt. This was priced at $25. That's about what I expected for that, and that's fine with me. North Face girls fleece zip-up jacket. They priced it at $50. I'm totally fine with that. Like I always say, I send all my North Face there unless it's a down coat or sometimes the Denali style ones. I'm very picky with the North Face that I sell myself, especially when it's on their designer list, which it is right now, so if you have some that you can't move, send it to the RealReal. Bruno Magli leather knee-high boots. Here's an example. I sent these in 3, 4, or 5 times. They finally took them on the last time, and then they sold super fast, so sometimes you just gotta be persistent. They priced these at $65. and they sold, like I just said. Burberry vintage knee-length coat. This was a thrift store find. This was an exciting one. I don't picture myself being able to sell Burberry pieces unless they're much newer, they're Novacek, or they're the trench coat. So I don't think I'd be able to sell this that well. Plus, I knew they'd mark it up pretty high. They did mark it at $225. Patagonia scoop neck tank top. Marked this at 25 bucks. I'm shocked they took it. Patagonia is on their designer list, but it says outerwear only. So that just goes to show you they do bend the rules every once in a while on some things. But I was excited they took it because I don't have that much luck selling basic Patagonia pieces like this. Burberry woven trench coat. This is a really nice one. You can see it has that like wool detail to the collar. It was a bigger size. It was a men's XL. I don't really picture being able to sell that on Posh. I can usually sell the women's trench coats, but not the men's as well. I don't know why. So I sent that to them and they priced it at $245, and I'm totally okay with that price. Oscar de la Renta knee-length plaid skirt. I was willing for them to I was willing to have them prices at anything. I can't sell Oscar de la Renta to save my life, and it was a bins find. So they actually mark Oscar de la Renta up pretty high, and the women's is on their list, so you can send that stuff in. They marked this at 120 bucks. Like I said, they mark it pretty good. Bonnier turtleneck ski suit. This they sold for 130 bucks. You think I could sell this on Posh? Absolutely not. It looks like a Ghostbuster uniform. I took a picture in it and I said Ghostbuster costume or designer $2,000 ski suit. You tell me. I'm like, I couldn't sell this. I could not. So yeah, they marked it at 130. That's fine. Stuart Weitzman girls quilted rubber rain boots. I really wish these were women's. I might have tried to sell them myself if they were, but they were not. They're a size 4 girls, and they marked them at 65, which is fine, because like I said, that's pretty normal for Stuart Weitzman, especially for a kid's Stuart Weitzman. I'd picture them pricing actually maybe a bit lower than this. Yeah, I'm cool with that. North Face performance jacket. This is really cute, and I almost wanted to keep it for myself, not gonna lie. They marked it at $70, though. I just knew I wouldn't wear it very often. I have a lot of coats and jackets, so that's a good price for me. North Face mock neck long sleeve sweatshirt. This they marked at $60. This is a style, I don't know, I maybe could have sold myself because it's a cuter color. I don't know. They marked it at $60. That was what I was expecting. Soya and Kayo. This is a very expensive brand if you didn't know. The label doesn't always look very expensive, but it is. They marked this at $375. I do not know if that is the original belt that went with that, but it was attached to it in the bins. It doesn't really look like it. But they took it and they marked it at 375 bucks. That's pretty awesome. Like I said, it was a bins find. Salvatore Ferragamo leather lace-up Oxfords. They marked these at 135. Ferragamo's a lot like Stuart Weitzman, where they like always take it if it's in good shape, but it's usually about 50 bucks to 100. So this was a pretty good markup. Calypso printed V-neck top. This was the first time I found Calypso. Very expensive, kind of boho-y silk brand. They marked it at 60 bucks, and that's fine. I didn't think I could sell it myself. Max Mara wool short coat. They marked this at $275. That's pretty awesome. I found that at a thrift store for I think like $10. Karen Millen wool crew neck sweater. They priced it at 50 bucks. First time finding Karen Millen's. That was pretty cool. Pretty expensive brand. John Varvatos Star USA. Again, first time finding the brand. It was in the bins and was actually new with tags. So that was exciting. They marked it at 65 bucks. It's an XXL and it's men's and it's a vest. I never could have sold that myself. St. John double-breasted structured blazer. They are taking St. John this month, like it's on their designer list. If you have any sitting around, which I know a lot of you probably do, send it in if it's not selling for you. They marked it at 90 bucks. They definitely do not mark it up super high, but at least it'll get you money and it'll get the bulky St. John Santana knit out of your house. Maybe you want to sign up just to do that. Vince sweater. I know what sweater this is. I don't know why they haven't taken any pictures. They haven't put a real title on it yet. They haven't put a price. Don't know why. They took it and I'm glad because they don't always take Vince and this was not the cutest sweater. North Face wool knit beanie. I'm sorry if you like this, but I despise this hat. It's so not it. She is not the one, but they took it and they marked it at $45, which might be higher than retail, but I mean, whoever buys it gets 20% off, so they'll end up paying like $36. Still, don't like her. Giorgio Armani satin double-breasted blazer. I snatched this back from ThredUp because, as you saw, we are not a family that supports ThredUp Luxe anymore. And I sent it to the RealReal. They priced it at $105. Fine with me, because at least it's safe there. Ted Baker woven long sleeve t-shirt, $35. Good with that. Another one, Giorgio Armani virgin wool blend textured blazer. Snatched her from ThredUp and sent her to the RealReal. Priced it at $105 and it already sold, so. Cassidy glitter ankle boots. This is a brand I didn't know and I found it for like $5 and it's like a crazy expensive shoe brand, but I couldn't sell these. They kind of look a little too elf for my closet. I'm not running the North Pole up here. I can't sell elf boots. They priced it at 70 bucks. That's fine. These literally probably retailed at like near 2,000, but I cannot sell them myself. Versace Shield Gradient sunglasses. These were mine, but I like never wear them because I am no longer into Shield sunglasses. Priced them at 125. That's pretty good. Ted Baker long sleeve crew neck t-shirt. Another one marked at 35 bucks. I'm cool with that. Armani Collezione pinstripe structured blazer. They marked this at 95 bucks. Probably because it's a little bit more boring. It just looks like a normal blazer. I'm fine with that though. I couldn't sell it myself. Carmen Mark Valvo lace patterned scoop neck crop top. They do not take Carmen Mark Valvo. That is from Macy's, but they will sometimes, I don't think it's on their list, sometimes take Carmen Mark Valvo. Actually a very expensive brand. They priced this at 75 bucks. I think it was Carmen Mark Valvo Couture, so I don't know if that makes it even more expensive. That was actually at ThredUp also, so took her back. Rachel Zoe striped open front sweater. I know some of you probably have Rachel Zoes that are not selling too well for you either. So if you do, the RealReal has always taken it from me. I haven't checked their list to see if she's on there, but they have taken it from me every time I've sent it in. They priced it at 90 bucks, so that's pretty good, and I'm excited about that. North Face woven logo hoodie. I usually do sell North Face logo hoodies. They sell pretty good actually. I just didn't want to sell this one. I have no explanation why. We have so many like bulky coats and sweatshirts and sweaters and stuff which we need to put on a coat rack and in a closet. We are running out of room. If you saw the things that are going to be in the haul upcoming, we just don't have the room for all this bulky stuff, so I sent it in. $50. That's what I expected. St. John printed casual blazer, 125. See, so that's not like too bad, but still, if you sold it yourself, you maybe could get more. Still not like top dollar for it, but it's vintage. It's not that exciting. 125 is fine with me. North Face fleece zip up jacket. They marked it 65 bucks, and that's fine with me. That's kind of what I expected. And that is it for the things that they accepted. As you can see, I sent in a ton this month. I'm sending in a ton for February too. Oof. I'm doing a lot of RealReal consigning right now. So let's get into what's sold for the month of January 2020. First up are these J brand low-rise straight leg jeans. These were originally marked at $50, but they ended up selling for $10. I sent these in so long ago. J brand always ends up selling for like nothing on there. I wouldn't send it in unless you just had some from the bins or something you just wanted to like be gone. I got $4 from that, so like that's not that great. Millie strapless mini dress. This only sold for $19.50. It was originally $65, and I got $7.80. It's not that cute of a dress. I think I found it in the bins. I knew I couldn't sell it myself for like anything, so I'm okay with that still. Weekend Max Mara lightweight zip-up jacket. This was originally marked at $85 and it sold for $25.50, and I got $10.20. I probably might have lost money on that one. Sometimes it happens. Sometimes, like, I didn't know back then that Weekend Max Mara doesn't do that great on Posh, and definitely isn't marked super high on the RealReal. If I would have known now, I probably wouldn't have bought that in the first place. Probably paid about 20 bucks at a consignment store for it. But I mean, lessons are learned. We gotta learn lessons somehow. Current Elliott mid-rise straight leg jeans. What did we just say in the Nolo video? We are not fans of Current Elliott really anymore. I'd sent these in a long time ago and I priced them at $50, and they ended up selling for $15, and I got 6. This month is going to start off with a bunch of really low sales. Don't get discouraged. It's because they're having a real big sale right now where they take stuff that they've had like forever and they mark them all like 70 and 80% off to get rid of old stuff. Can't be returned because of how low it was sold for. At least they're moving it out. At least I'm getting some money from it. Same with this. Mark by Marc Jacobs sequin embellished mini dress. I did have this listed for a while. It was actually sold on Revolve, like old Revolve, like back when the model pictures were gray. Sold for $25. And I got 10. That's not much money made. Trelise Cooper. This is a brand I'd never heard of, and I found it in the bins. It was silk, and it looked like it could be one of those like expensive boho-y brands, and sure enough, it was. I sent it in because they do accept it, and it sold for It was originally priced at $60. The person paid $42 and I get $16.80. That's a good flip for being at the bins. Billy Reed long sleeve polo shirt. I bought this at a thrift store for like $2 because I was just kind of browsing the men's and looking at brands, trying to teach myself some men's brands. This one looked kind of expensive and I saw the RealReal had some listed. Like I said, I probably paid like $2. It ended up selling for $28 and I got $11.20. That's fine with me. At least now I know this brand and I know they take it. Burberry silk animal print jacket. I had given this to them like 3 times. Sometimes when it gets super low, I take it back and I send it to them again so that it gets a little bit higher in price. This is one of those things, but this time they had like gooped me because they originally had it priced at about $400. They now priced it at $145. I think they realized like, we've seen this before and it's not doing well, let's mark it down. But once it was marked at $145, it did sell for $116 after the discount coupon code, and I got $46.40. That's probably fine with me. I think I might have paid about $20 for it. Helen Berman metallic short sleeve evening jacket. This was another one of those low dollar sales. I bought it back when I was like really desperately trying to get up to the VIP level on the RealReal, so I was literally anything I found anywhere that they would take, I would basically buy. They had only had a few of these and I had to send it in a couple times. It sold for $15 and I got $6. I probably paid like $5 or $6, so I'm basically breaking even. Theory low-rise flared jeans. These were priced at $50. They sold for $10 after 80% off and I got $4. That's probably money lost as well. Same with these Max Mara suede high top sneakers. They might have been at the bins or they were really cheap at like a Savers. They sold for $28.50. The person got 70% off and so I got $11.40. I might have paid like $6 or $7. Nike Court Burrow low sneakers. I'm shocked they took these. I had noticed they had some Nikes on their website, like newer style Nikes, and so I had these sitting around. They weren't getting much attention, so I sent them in just to try and they took them. So that's interesting. They sold for $39 and I got $15.60. North Face girls fleece zip up jacket. This ended up selling for $36, though it was priced at $45, and I get $14.40. That was a bins find and it was very small and very cheap, so that's a good one. 360 cashmere v-neck sweater. This was originally priced at $80. They do mark up 360 cashmere and 360 sweater, kind of. Like you could never make that kind of sale level $80 on Poshmark unless it was super cute, I would think. So it sold for $56 after discount and I got $22.40, and that's good because that was a bins find. Halston wool long coat. You remember this, that I just sent it in. This is how fast things sell. It already sold, I think like a couple days later, and it ended up being $100 after the person got a discount and I got $40. That was a bins find. Obviously it was a little heavy, but I still probably only paid about $4, $3. Bruno Megli leather knee high boots. Again, you just saw that this just arrived there and they already sold it. It sold for $52 and I got $20.80. Vince Frayed mid-rise skinny jeans with tags. These were retail arbitrage from TJ Maxx and I only ended up getting 12 from them. That might be money lost, not gonna lie. So that's rough love. Emilio Pucci crocheted midi dress. This was so exciting when I found it. This was a long time ago. I hadn't really found anything that bougie before, and it was at a Savers for I think $18.99, which is crazy high. But I got like my 20% off, whatever. I grabbed it, I bought it, and it sold for $112.50 and I got $78.75. Allegri double-breasted trench coat. This is one I didn't know, but I saw that the label said like Allegri Paris or something, so I googled it and saw that the RealReal sold it. This was at the bins. This is a good flip. Sold for $147.50 and that was half off the original listing price, and I got $103.35 from a bins find. Giorgio Armani silk printed tie. Found it at the bins. Ties don't do that great. Whatever. They don't always take them. Sold for $17.50. I got $7. Norma Kamali trench coat already sold for $128 and I got $64. Burberry woven trench already sold for $196 and I got $137.20. That's good. AGL suede cap toe flats. They do not always take AGL, but they did for me this time. I've tried it a few times and this is the one time they took it, and it sold for $42.50 and I got $17. And last but not least is this Diane Von Surf and Turf v-neck midi length dress. Sold for $35. I got $14, and I think I just sent that in at the end of December, so that's a pretty quick flip as well. We're already past 20 minutes. I'm gonna cut this off here. Thank you guys for watching. I know these videos are long. I just try to inform you on the things that the RealReal take from me so that you have ideas of what you can pick up and send in. I love using the RealReal. It's no work for payout. Not every month is gonna be a super high payout, just like any platform you use. Thank you guys for watching this. Let me know if you're using the RealReal and how it's going for you. And like I said in the beginning, if you are gonna sign up or you have signed up and you haven't sent in a consignment before and you'd like to send me your full name and your email, please do on my DMs on Instagram or through my email, and I can have you as a referral. Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss our haul, big, awesome haul on Thursday. Ryan will be back, and that's all I have for you, so bye.